Welcome to I Read This Book with Chris. With me, Chris. Today I'm answering some questions with a LaCroix Pamplemousse. So apparently I answer these questions so that you people can know what I'm doing. Why did I start this channel? I started this channel to tell you about the books that I read, the books that I am reading. Maybe to get someone else who likes the same sort of thing that I do, to tell them so I can get more books that are like the books that I read. Because a lot of people are like, oh, this is a book similar. And it's like, no, this is not at all why I like this book. I don't want books that are funny just because any book that's funny is going to be a book I like. That's absurd. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Look at me. I can bring the fact that I read books to BookTube. I don't know how many people on BookTube read books, but I'll be one of those. What are you most excited for about this new channel? To tell you about the book, I don't know. These are a lot of questions. Maybe I can find someone else who likes P.G. Wodehouse as much as I do, because I have perhaps too many P.G. Wodehouse. My wife says I have too many P.G. Wodehouse. She's wrong, but you know. Why do you love reading? Why do I love reading? Get to go into a different world, or a different section of the world, or get into someone's mind, understand them in a way you can't really do otherwise. Otherwise you have to talk to people and have conversations, and people can be quite frustrating. Books, if a book's frustrating, you just get rid of it, or you just don't pick it up to begin with because you judge it by the cover, which you should do quite often. What book or series got you into reading? That would be P.G. Wodehouse, the Jeeves and Wooster series, Wooster and Jeeves, and Narnia by C.S. Lewis. My dad used to read those to me when I was a kid, and they are still two of my favorite. I don't read Narnia often. I read it, regularly, but P.G. Wodehouse, I read at least one P.G. Wodehouse a month usually, and I am working to complete my collection and to read through his entire thing, which will take a while, but What questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? Why? I've looked up P.G. Wodehouse on YouTube, and there's not a whole lot, at least none that seem exciting or interesting. So why are you not talking about P.G. Wodehouse? Why do you not just constantly have everything about P.G. Wodehouse? What challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Currently, trying to do a video on Code of the Woosters, try to explain the timeline and the crazy plots of P.G. Wodehouse. And it's a lot of work, because you can't just read a book and then talk about it. If you want to explain it, it takes a while. When did I start reading? I don't know, when I was a child, like, 4 or 5 or 6 or something. When did I start reading a lot? I read a lot in elementary school, and then I stopped because they made you read. As soon as you make someone want to do something, they don't want to do it anymore. So I started picking up again after I got out of college. Where do I read? I read in my reading chair, and I read at work for my breaks. What kind of books do I read? I read sci-fi and humorous stuff. I read a lot of old sci-fi. A lot of the new sci-fi is all samey. The old sci-fi, you pick up one book from the 70s and a book from the 40s, and they're very different. And it's good when you pick up a book in sci-fi and they are shrunk down to, be a spaceship that they put inside a human body, and then they go outside and they just start smoking, while they are shrunk down inside someone else's body. I really appreciate that. What does my book collection look like? Ugh. That's my book collection. And over there, I don't know if you can see. Alrighty. That's fine, it's not my notebook. It's my wife's notebook.